I can do things today that I couldn't do 20 years ago. And my practice today is involved with how do I want to move in 10 years? Not just tomorrow, as I get older. And I want to have more, not less. To get better at anything you're trying to achieve, or to see something measurable, to see change, you have to practice it. Ten years ago, I started to feel the repercussions of my 20 years of training, from the gambit of doing triathlons, to high-intensity weight training, to the TRX. And I felt like something was missing. And I was dealing with a lot of discomfort. I developed a great physique, but I noticed over time that my body started to feel this discomfort. And the things that I had in my 20s, I was losing in my 30s. And I was waking up with aches in my back and in my feet. And I wanted to find better tools for myself and for my clients. And in my research, I was researching natural movement. I discovered Ido Portal. And I've been a student of his now for 6 years. And what I really like about his work is that everyone needs a teacher, everyone needs a coach. And Ido pushes me to really dive deeper into the body, not to take things for face value, to look at movement and the physical body from different lenses.
What's it like every time you get a new program?
Well, a mix of things. So excited, there's excitement, new things. And then you see that there's 40, 50 different exercises or movements that I have to work on. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna be hard. Then there's the fear, am I gonna be able to do it? But those things are always there, present, the fears. I felt the other day doing it, so there's this, the fear was bigger than what actually happened. So when I felt like just now, it's like, oh, I'm close to the floor, I put my hand, it didn't hurt. Then it's like, oh, okay, if I fall, I'm not really gonna hurt myself.
Not bad.
Today's industry, people tend to do what they like or what they're told by society they should do. You know, I want a stronger core, I do Pilates. I want to become more mobile, I do yoga. I want to improve my cardiovascular, I run. But each of those, if you just run, then there's other things that you're missing out on. If I just do one type of workout. Let's say handstands can only give you so much. There have been times in my practice where I had to walk away from the handstand because I hit the wall, I hit a plateau. There's something I was missing and I didn't know how to correct it. So I took that time and I dedicated it to something else.
2, 3, 4, 5.
For example, the somatic work. Stepping away from active movement and working towards stillness. Somatic meaning internal, the internal practice, either through breath work, through shaking, through these small gelatinous vibrations or motions. And by doing this, I've actually developed a stronger connection within other subjects. And the other thing is, in the practice, since you're learning new things, you have to be engaged mentally. You have to pay attention to what's going on, as opposed to just checking out. The way I kind of look at movement training, movement culture, is like the ultimate cross training. And in my personal practice, it's gymnastics, dance, martial arts, boxing. And each of these disciplines and sports push me physically and mentally to a new level. When I was doing the triathlon, I could run, I could cycle. It was good, but then over time, it's like, what am I doing for 4 hours here? What else can I be doing? Today, with 4 hours, I'm doing 3 different subjects: mobility, soft acrobatics, boxing. For me, it's like, it's more holistic. I'm touching on many layers of my body, not just on my endurance. The point of the practice, ultimately, is to develop oneself through the challenges that come up. There was a time, as we were learning, where we weren't practicing it as much years ago, and I could see that we struggled with teaching it. And if you haven't chewed on it, if you haven't practiced that enough, you're gonna go and teach it and you're gonna miss the point. Myself and the team were constantly researching, and when I find something powerful, we do it together. We do it as a team, and by them doing it, that's how they learn it. I'm not looking for them to show me any certification that they did. I can see it in the quality of their work, in the quality of how they move. I know if they make the connection through practice, that they'll teach it at a higher level. The real value in any piece of it, there's not one thing that's more valuable than the other, is the fact that I am constantly learning, I'm constantly making new connections. And in doing that, in pushing myself and learning and developing myself from a movement perspective, I'm able to teach better. This piece of the work that I'm really excited about, developing this elasticity in the joints, in the feet, in the knees, in the calves, in the hands, is something that everyone needs. Every summer now, everyone has a friend who tore their calf playing tennis or did something running. Reason that's happening is because they've become very brittle. They've become very stiff, the tissues, and then the body's ability to react is very low. So this is a very simple drill, simple tool to bring that back into the system. Okay, you're kind of lingering, you're hitting the floor, and then you're doing it. Okay, so that post up, you post up and then you have to almost extend, like you're reaching back with the legs.
I gotta keep it back a little bit longer.
The left leg.
Well, in this case, the left, yeah.
Okay, so filming yourself is very important. It took me some time to connect with it because for 2 reasons. So first is my perception of what is happening is always better than what's really happening. So I can't tell you how many times I'm working on a move and I think I'm hitting all the pieces, and then I go and I look at the recording of it and I was like, oh my God, wow, I wasn't hitting any of it. The other thing is that it helps you repeat without repeating. I'm trying to repeat these reps, but I don't want to keep repeating the same mistake. Or also repeat and every time try to develop a deeper connection, to develop more of a connection with what's going on. And the rhythm right now that I'm working on is incredibly challenging for me.
1, 2, and 3 E. Wait, 3 E. 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 41.
Rhythm is something, or rhythmicality is something that's present in a lot of other things that we do. For example, the timing in the floor work, in locomotion. There's rhythm in boxing, there's rhythm in running, there's a rhythm in jumping rope. Why do it? Because it's part of our physicality. It's building up into something, or maybe nowhere. But I know that it does translate into other things that I'm doing. So to me, being a practitioner is me practicing from different perspectives: philosophy, psychology, strength, mobility, speed, a number of disciplines, number of different perspectives to develop myself. What I get is just improvements in my performance all around. And this is what I'm looking for. It's a step outside of this fitness mentality that, yeah, I could go and sweat twice a week and I'll be fine. And some of what I think I'm looking for, and also what I see our students are looking for, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take time, and that's okay. You are here to develop yourself, so that means you want more than what you have. I'm reaching for something. And in the process of reaching, I can't do it yet. And then I practice and I get there, and then I reach a little bit more, and then I reach a little bit more. And that's what we're involved in teaching, making movement a lifestyle. And that's what being a practitioner is about. I am in practice. It's a part of my everyday.